Welcome to another exciting edition of Travel Guide. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Today we will be visiting the Solomon R. Guggenheim Museum. Two unexpected surprises, good surprises, Basquiat, Death of Michael Stewart, in galleries at the very top of the spiral, and Simone Leith loophole of retreat midway down up. Very cool architecture, super cool concept where you gradually walk up the whole thing. The art itself is very interesting, abstract, and makes you think. Pricing is fair, not overly priced, can spend 12 hours observing without reading descriptions, and such, but you could spend a whole day if you enjoy reading everything. It took me a couple of years of walking by this unique building before finally going inside to see the Helge F. Klimt exhibit. You just have to visit. The art is amazing, the architecture is amazing, but the only thing that isn't amazing is the staff. Logistics: if you arrive with a prepaid pass, do not join main queue outside, but instead aim to the left of that line, and aim for the center of the facade. If you arrive with a large enough baggage rucksack, you'll need to be checked into the free cloakroom. Note that smaller bags are okay to keep on person while viewing the exhibits. The cafe was a nice space, but food was limited choice, and poor value, but that may be pricing for that part of town. It claims to be a collection of American and European art, and the absence of African and Asian art is a shame. Smarmy comment? Well, that's what happens when you house that art within one of Nike's most iconic buildings designed by the world's most famous architect. In fact, a who's who of mid-century artists like de Kooning protested having their art on display here before the museum opened in 1959 because they were worried the building would overshadow their work. The Guggenheim is an incredible place to visit if you want to encounter some carefully curated modern and contemporary art, all in the iconic building by Frank Lloyd Wright. Every exhibition seems to have been put together by curators with a love for their craft. Each piece is selected and arranged in a way that just feels good to look at. If you're into reading the labels and walking slowly to appreciate every little aspect of the exhibition, you're going to have a great time, since the amount of information is very generous, and the space is not crowded enough for it to be uncomfortable. On the contrary, the architecture makes you feel like you are sharing that moment of contempt with everyone around you, which makes for a very pleasant atmosphere. However, if you're looking for a big museum with a huge collection on display, where you can just walk around and look at the artwork, this just might not be the place for you, as, although not being small, it is just not big enough for that. If you are an art enthusiast, and you are in New York City, do not forget to visit this place. Right from the look of the building, to the way the exhibits are kept, there is something unique about this place. Love this place. Easy to get into, and great service. Spectacular work here as well. I'll definitely be visiting again soon. If you're a tourist, it's worth going once just to see how beautiful the building is, even if the exhibits aren't particularly interesting to you. The architecture of the building is unique, of course, and you can learn all about it on one of the free guided tours. There is enough variety in the artwork displayed that, although the museum is not large, everyone should be able to find something they like. Unlike some modern art museums, Tate Modern, this gallery shows almost all paintings with maybe one or two sculptures of merit from top to bottom. Add to this a truly great world-class piece of architecture, and a cheap ticket period on Saturdays, and you have one of the world's best art attractions. There's a lot of pieces dealing with the occult here, and it's always bustling with activity. Make sure you're ready to go up or down a spiraling ramp too. The one on display now was there till 42,319, and Elle was extremely happy that Elle caught it before it's gone. Within the last 20 years, the architectural marvel on the bank of the Nervion River in Bilbao has achieved the unexpected. It has transformed the face of a city that was believed to be lost. Recommending the walk also to the lake and the Central Park opposite the Guggenheim. You will be rewarded by one of the magical views. For those who don't appreciate contemporary or abstract art, it's not a highly recommended place, although there are permanent exhibits with more traditional pieces. I'd also recommend climbing to last floor by elevator, and then walking down through the floor seeing the boards. Legendary architecture by a legendary architect results in a museum that would be worth visiting even if it didn't have any art on the walls. Pro tip: the bathrooms are very small, but there are tons of them, so if you find yourself waiting in line, just ask where another bathroom is. Two unexpected surprises, good surprises, Basquiat, Death of Michael Stewart, in galleries at the very top of the spiral, and Simone Leith loophole of retreat midway down up. Very cool architecture, Super cool concept where you gradually walk up the whole thing. The art itself is very interesting, abstract, and makes you think. Pricing is fair, not overly priced. Can spend 12 hours observing without reading descriptions, and such, but you could spend a whole day if you enjoy reading everything. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and leave your comments below.